fine. I thought of the spiders kind of send shivers down my spine. When you said locking you in a room full of spiders, it made me feel quite violently ill.
I noticed your physiological response.
And then just having a spider in the room, I hate it. My other half has to get rid of it.
All right.
There's a lot of spiders that sit on the lights on the balcony outside, like running on the outside of our flats to get to the main entrance, and I quite often have to walk around the other way.
All right. Okay.
So just being around them makes me feel.
Okay. Well, the good thing is we're not going to lock you in a room full of spiders today, unless this doesn't work, in which case we might have to resort to that. So basically, so. When this works successfully, we won't have to put you in a room full of spiders, which is a good thing. So first of all, in terms of the response, so when you think about a spider, what do? You have some sort of picture in your head? Excellent. So what I'd like to do is imagine you going to your favourite cinema. And I'd like to imagine you can sit down, and you do this with your eyes closed, door open, it's entirely up to you. So I can imagine you sit down in the cinema, and you can see the screen in front of you somewhere. There's nothing on it at the moment. You can sit in the cinema, and then I'd like to imagine you can float out of your body into the projection room. And you're going to be in control there. There's a projector. And there's reels of film in this projection room. And one of the reels of film is a film of the first time you ever had that response. Now, in a minute, because you're not going to play it yet, in a minute you're going to put the film on a projector and you're going to play it from beginning to end on the screen. But you're going to play it in black and white. And importantly is you're not going to look directly at the film, you're going to watch yourself watching the film, knowing that you're totally safe, you're totally in control in the projection room. Does that make sense? Yeah? So you're going to stay safe, calm and in control in the projection room. You're going to watch yourself watching the film from beginning to end. And the film's going to start when you're safe before it ever happened. And it's going to finish after it's happened when you're safe again. Okay, does that make sense? Yep. So whenever you're ready, what I'd like you to do is find that reel of film, put it on a projector, start it up, but remember you're watching yourself watch the film, you're not watching it directly, and it's in black and white. Maybe even play it through frosted glass so you can barely see it, but just play it from beginning to end, from when you're safe, all the way through to the end when you're safe again, and let me know when you've done it. Staying safe and in control in the projection room. Safe and in control, play all the way through until it gets to the end and you can see yourself safe and you survived at the end. And let me know when you've done that. Staying safe and in control in the projection room. Watching yourself watch the film. So it's safe and in control. Safe and in control. Watching yourself watch the film. Let me know when you've finished running it through. Yeah? Great. Good. So, freeze the picture in the end when you're safe. Because you survived it. Okay, whatever happened, you survived it. And just acknowledge that you did survive it, because basically, you're here today. And you survived that situation. And what I'd like you to do is, in a moment, I'd like you to float into the end frame of that film and just acknowledge to yourself that you survived this, that you're okay, you have survived it. And in a moment, what you can do is run it backwards really, really quickly. But I'd like you to add some silly music, but don't do it just yet. So what's the silliest music you could ever think of?
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, so common one, so Benny Hill film theme tune. And as you run it backwards really quickly, a bit like a Charlie Chaplin film, you could even put boots on the spiders or anything you want, like imagine doing can-cans or anything, just make it a bit surreal. And in a moment what I'd like you to do is you're going to run it backwards as quickly as you can, make it as surreal as possible with that silly Benny Hill theme tune music. And you're going to run it backwards to the beginning when you're safe again as quickly as you can. So ready, I'm going to count to 3 and say now, whiz it backwards, 1, 2, 3, now. Okay, and then tell me when you're beginning. So really quickly, good. And now step out of the screen, see the screen in front of you, and just blank it out. Good. Now go back to the projection room. And on the screen, I'd just like you just to wind that movie back to the end. So just, again, in black and white, just wind it to the end until it finishes, and let me know when you've done that. To the end frame. Good. Okay, now float out of the projection room into the end of the film as the survivor. And we're going to do this again even faster and really hear that Benny Hill theme tune music this time. So ready, 1, 2, 3. Now is it backwards? Let me know when you're there. Good, excellent. So come out of the film, white out the screen, or blank out the screen. Go back to the projection room and just run through the film right to the end, black and white, until it's the end frame. Good. Now float into the end frame as the survivor again. And we're going to do the same thing even quicker. So ready, 1, 2, 3. Now is it backwards? Good. And then out of the screen. Watch the screen, just blank out the screen. Back to the projection room. And just run the movie from beginning to end again in the projection room, just until you get to the end frame. Then float into the end frame. We're going to do this a couple more times, even quicker. So ready, 1, 2, 3. Now is it backwards? Really quickly. That Benny Hill theme tune is really loud. Let me know when you're there. Good, excellent. Come out of the screen. Wipe out the screen, so just clear the screen. Let's do it one more time. So back to projection room and just wind the film onto the end. End frame with survivor. Okay, float out of the projection room into the end frame. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Now, really quickly. Really hear that Benny Hill theme tune. Good. And back into cinema, white out the screen, and just come back into the room for a moment. Good. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. Okay. So, what I'd like you to do is, when you think about spiders now, how do you feel differently? I'm not saying you're going to like them, but in terms of, previously you felt a certain way, how do you feel differently now when you think about them?
Just have this image of a spider with a fat ass. It's like you joint. Yeah.